Welcome to the BGI Solo Series Last Chance Qualifier, the final attempt for these players to make their runs into the top of the top, the best of the best. All of you are doing well out there. You've joined the new location of the sportiest stream. Hopefully all of you are doing well here. Welcome! It's a new look, it's a little weird. That's because I'm in college, but I'm happy you all are showing up here for what is expected to be a great night for action. Take a look at our display screen here very shortly. Here's our matchups and what they look like right now. The other stream happening right now is from RVcast, so if you turn up, this is our screen here. Apologies for that. As, hopefully all of you are doing well. Again, you can take a look at our bracket there. We've got Exorari, Justuszzz. We've got a lot of players in that lower bracket as well, so... And the matchups here, pretty insane. And all these qualification matches, we got 2 tonight, are best of 5. So, it's a best of 5 to win here, to make it to the top 16, the main event. As we'll get these players in very, very shortly here. So then thank you all so much for being so supportive of all of us here at BGI Solo Series. Sponsored by Gleason, Incorrect, and powered by ATS and Spate. Our best of 5s begin here. Exorari versus Justuszzz. One player will see themselves make it to the top 16 through the upper bracket. The other will have to try again in lowers. Nobody is going to get eliminated from this match, but only one of them will be able to claim their spot here. Exorari has played in our events before, made it quite far in our last qualifier to the top 8 as well, but he's starting a goal down against Justuszzz. And the action has begun. Justuszzz on the board first as one another demon, asking, what rank is this? Both these players are bubble. This Exorari has made it, and Justuszzz are both bubble players. Justuszzz specifically, I think, is a collegiate player now, so if you're ever interested in the North American collegiate scene, he is often found there as Exorari now, looking for a flip reset, unable to collect it. It'll be Exorari still on this one, and Justuszzz needs to get back quickly here. He'll be able to make the save, but he does under a lot of pressure. Exorari not letting up at all. But that's Justuszzz, who is back on the play, has the dribble, the back wall, will not be able to get the second touch, and Exorari staying right on top of the play here to the corner. Exorari, oh, he almost got the outplay against Justuszzz there, but still very little working here for the American player. Justuszzz, oh, he's gonna get the ball for free here, will not be able to get through Exorari, as he's gonna get another touch in. Exorari with his first of the series. And it came a very long amount of time in this, 1.5 minutes as well. But it's this game now all tied up. Reminder, it's best of 5. These players have been playing only best of 3s from here so far up to this point. So this is a match a little bit longer. A lot more telling as Exorari! Oh, what a great flick! And you can tell he really wants that final spot. He's already made it to top 8 once in this tournament. And he's here to go to the top 16. What a great flick. What a great time for that flick. And now he's taking the lead over Justuszzz. Exorari again. Flip reset. Could not collect. Justuszzz racing to get to that one, but the shot will not be there for him. And Exorari will be going right back to defense. Chip to the ceiling. Exorari now for another solo attempt. And he's got a high first touch. Flip reset. Exorari! Bottom right corner. And it is 2 up. Exorari putting himself 1 goal closer. It's only some of the things that we've been able to see in this BGI Solo Series. We've had so many top-tier players come into this event. We have 8 who have already guaranteed their spot. 8 more need to join them for Saturday. This is where even the players who have never been in this event before and make their name heard. Justuszzz, one of those players. But unable to put that shot near. Now another chance. Exorari able to keep that 50-50 away. Justuszzz, can he recover? Exorari just trying to slow things down. It's a low-scoring affair here in Game 1. It's how Exorari wants to see it out, but Justuszzz not gonna let him. It's an open net. He's got the Doomsy Dish, and Justuszzz dusting Exorari on the sidewall. Will put himself within one. But Exorari not done. He will take one goal back. Didn't take him too long to get his responses. And you're just getting the sense that Exorari, I mean, he really wants the spot. He's got the experience in the BGI solo series. Again, he made top 8 in our last qualifier. Feels like there's only 3 players that have actually arrived in this event who have already gotten points before. Exorari is one of them. The other 2 being Life and suwufy. They've already made top 8 before in this bracket. Actually, Life has made top 3. All 3 of them expected to make it to that main event. There's a lot of other scary players here. Ren's in this bracket as well. I mean, there's so many scary players again. Ren's in this bracket, who's also been in our events, although he's never made top 8. We have Psiffle, who's in this bracket, another Dark Horse candidate that himself has proven that he's a really, really good 1v1 player and has a really good eye for the game. And of course, we got players like Justuszzz who can do shots like that, can seem to do no wrong at times. When you set yourself up for that kind of success, I don't think there's anything Exorari can do to stop that one. And who knows, maybe we'll see an interesting underdog story come out from one of these players. There's so many players in this tournament that if they have one good day tonight, that could send them to the top 16. It's all about having that good day, those good performances. There's some players who are more likely than others to take it. Players like Exorari. But there are so many other names in this tournament that may not be so well known. Psiffle, again, being one of those. He's already a player who's already made it as far as that qualification match where we are right now in the upper quarterfinals. He's fighting just like Exorari is right now, and well, if players like Exorari can keep doing this, they should have no reason to not be in that top 16. And that means now he's just 3 goals up. Inside the final 90 seconds, it's Exorari who is in control of his destiny, it feels. But Justuszzz looking to take it away from him. Exorari, though, knows he's got time. Will take this to the back corner. Space to work with for Exorari. And he's still waiting. Now he's got for the ground pitch, but Justuszzz challenging at the right time. 1 minute to go. Still needs 3 goals, and he's not going to get much with that touch. He'll get back, but he's got to be careful. Exorari staying right on top of him, and Exorari could have actually gone for the shot there. Decided wisely against it, not taking the risk when he's already up by multiple goals, but he does take it there. It's another open net for Justuszzz, and he'll take this one. A lot of time has passed for Justuszzz, but his situation has improved. He's 42 seconds away from the end of Game 1, and he needs 2 goals. Not a task that would be unreliable for Justuszzz to complete. Exorari looking to deny that. Now he's got the back corner. Justuszzz won't have much time here. As Exorari's got an open net to shoot at. Justuszzz caught with no boost. And Exorari feeling so much control right now, and for good reason. The best of 5 series has only begun, but he's looking quite strong. And with competition like Justuszzz, who he's taking down relatively easily by the looks of it, Exorari not showing too much sign of slowing down. But Justuszzz just trying to get one more something at the end of this game. I don't think he's going to find it, though, especially when he's this far away from the ball. As Exorari will pop this one. Justuszzz with a great dunk, though, and maybe he will get that last chance, but that touch goes well away, and Exorari will want to end on one more, unable to take the double tap. And game one will end just like that. Exorari will have the first game against Justuszzz. Both these players, again, at that bubble level, in a position to be successful in this tournament. It's all about being able to take that success. We've had so many players show up, play their game. It's no easy place to be here. But we go into game number 2. With the goal still up there for Exorari and Justuszzz. It's only one game in this best of 5 series. The benefit of being in a best of 5. It's a longer matchup. You've got more time to adapt. But Exorari is not going to give that start to Justuszzz. He shoots one in off the kickoff. But again, as I mentioned again, we've already have 8 players who have guaranteed their spots in that main event that are watching, or well, may be watching right now to get themselves a feel for who they're going to go up against. Exorari might be one of those players. He's got a second goal already. And there has been an incredible amount of scoring. The goals keep on pulling in. As again, on our upper bracket, suwufy looking to also get his spot. Again, he's another player who's made it to multiple top 8s. Exorari has as well. Life has. Nuwafy has. Sorry, we have actually 4 players in this tournament then. And have all made it top 8 at least once. Exorari, unfortunately, though, the lowest seed out of those 4. He's got the toughest run on paper, although, admittedly, it looks like, Life might. Looks like suwufy might have to play against Psiffle, which is actually quite a tough matchup. And Life might have to play against Milio or Perscope, which is also quite a tough matchup, as those players are also quite experienced in 1v1s. If you want to see what Life's run is like, you can go check out Aricasts on Twitch. AHRICISTS. Aricasts, the community stream, the second stream here in this final bracket. As another goal going in for Exorari. 3-0 right now. He is not slowed down. And the outright control from Exorari continues to show up. 3-0, he is not slowed down at all in game 2, and he will not slow down. That flip reset just kept away by Justuszzz, but he's got boost. He doesn't have a lot of space to work with, though, but he will find the net. Exorari couldn't challenge. Justuszzz has finally put one in. It has taken himself quite a long time to do so, but he catches Exorari trying to take the risk to go for boost. He's answered back at a good time. As again, this is our last chance qualifier. No money on this qualifier, unlike our last ones, which themselves had a $100 prize pool at the top. That was because we had winners. This qualifier, we don't. We're just trying to find the next best 8 players that will shoot up to our main event on Saturday. As Exorari, oh, what a flip reset. He's added one more. He's regained the 3-goal lead. And my goodness, perfect execution from Exorari. I mean, he is just not going to stop doing that. Four to 1 lead. Exorari wants another one. He's nearly found it too. Justuszzz getting the block off his back corner. Exorari just looking to slow things down. He's up by so many goals. The last thing he needs to do is make careless mistakes and give it all away. He's doing exactly not that. He's not giving away careless mistakes. He's just trying to play his game. Although he did take a risk there going for that boost. Nearly gave Justuszzz an open net. He will recover to this one. Now he's got a flip reset. Little musty flick. Exorari. There's no way he gets this one. Oh, and Exorari nearly danced his way around Justuszzz. As now dribble. Justuszzz. Oh, he missed it wide and high. And Exorari. He's not going to let Justuszzz get away with that one. A return attack. That will prove to be fruitful. Exorari with yet another one on his tally. It's 5-1 in game 2. And he's looking to sweep his opponent to his path to the main event. Again, 8 other players have already made it there through the qualifiers based on their BGR Solo Series points. Wavy the one who is leading the charge on that one. Sure, he'll be interested in who he gets to play against here in this bracket. As Exorari's better be interested in this play. Justuszzz flip reset. Actually has the shot on the ground here. Exorari did well to stay in the play. But still gotta be careful. Justuszzz with another chance, and Exorari has no boost. Just looking to keep himself alive right now. As the pressure keeps coming through from Justuszzz. Exorari still on nothing, and he's gotta be careful, because in comes a demo. Justuszzz has taken his second of the game, and all things have not looked up for him. You can't say that he has no momentum on his side. He's got something working for him. He's got to be able to score a little bit faster. He's got to be a little bit more consistent. And if he wants to play up among the ranks of Wavy, Cam, Kofer, S5, Cosmic, Elites, Kevin, Forky, and Nightja, he's got to put himself in the place to succeed. Oh, as Justuszzz, maybe he's heard me. He'll take his third of the game. As hello there in chat, Ara. You're coming at a great time. We've got the BGI Solo Series, Last Chance Qualifier. 8 players in this bracket will qualify to the main event, along with our 8 auto-qualified players, for a $1,000 tournament, 1v1 style. That starts on Saturday. Exorari, one of the players who's played in our past qualifiers, but he's not made it yet. But tonight might be his night, because he right now is him and Justuszzz in their qualification match. Whoever wins this qualifies to the main event. And Exorari, he might be able to put himself only 1 win away from doing that. Because right now he's got control. Justuszzz has not been able to keep him away. As Exorari, little flick away. Still on its Exorari. Justuszzz with a block. Not able to get the bump though as Exorari, and he's got to be careful here. Justuszzz has him beat, has the net, has the shot, and he has the goal too. Justuszzz looking to make the comeback. As Exorari using all of his resources on that final challenge, unable to get it away from Justuszzz. And time becoming an issue here for Exorari. Gotta prove to be very, very careful here. As Exorari again. Great dribble here, and he's gonna go for the 5 flick. Just looking to take 1 more against Justuszzz. But even more importantly, he's looking to take out that time, and he's gonna do it here by taking the ball all the way back. As now another flip reset. Even more time wasted off that clock. Exorari, and he may have a beat here as well. Did have that jump over Justuszzz, but didn't get back in time. Justuszzz has another chance to score, and Exorari's got to get back quick. Back post save from Exorari, as now he'll rush away. Justuszzz, oh, not able to make the ground pinch. Exorari just waiting. Now just making that block. I'm winding down. Justuszzz needs to be clutch when he has to be. This one not going to be on target. And Exorari continues to play the defense, and Justuszzz continues to get beat. It's 7-4, and Exorari, surely that's game 2. Done and dusted. And with this win, he's only 1 away from qualifying to the top 16 to the BGI Solo Series Major. A $1,000 event. Only the 16 best players will qualify. Exorari looking to be one of them. And as soon as game 2 is over, he will only be one game away. Again, they've been in they've only played best of 3 so far tonight, so if this was a best of 3, Exorari would be winning, but it is not that. It is a best of 5. This is for qualification. Exorari needs to win one more. One win away as Exorari's had a stellar defensive showing so far. All these players have been playing. Feels like there's not much that can really slow them down. As for Exorari, his run may be nearing its closure for tonight. Because again, that BJ Solo Series Major is now within reach. All he needs to do is win here, and he'll be through. He'll be in the top 16, and Justuszzz will be sent to the lower bracket. But for Justuszzz, as long as he can keep things close, he's got a chance in this matchup. That's really all that matters. Exorari trying to get him started, though. That shot a little too expected, a little too easy to recognize. Justuszzz chasing him down. Exorari not going to get bumped out there. Will be able to recover. Now off to the sidewalls, Exorari. Justuszzz with low boost. Will get back in time, but Exorari's got a flip reset. He's just got a dribble. Justuszzz recovers. Exorari still on this one. And yet another chance presents itself. Justuszzz doesn't have much. Exorari's gonna go high, but that one pinched away. And our qualifier will continue to see itself made. As Exorari keeps going, now has the dribble. Exorari, still Exorari! Oh, what a big demo! What a beautiful time to be alive! Exorari dive-bombing Justuszzz, leaving nothing behind. You can tell he wants that top 16 finish. He wants to be there. His time may be here. He's got to hold on for a little bit longer. Got to get a few more goals. Justuszzz, has he got the answer? Demoed out. Exorari with yet another demo play in use. And as he continues to chase him down, now he's got another chance. Flip reset. Justuszzz has him blocked, and Exorari won't get back in time. Justuszzz has tied it up. And it is 1-1. Justuszzz catching Exorari in the overcommit. Game 3 still ongoing. Exorari has not made this life easy for him, but he does take another open net. Justuszzz went for boost, and he will pay for that. A bit of a careless mistake for a player who really can't afford to be careless tonight. I wonder if he was going for the bump on Exorari. If he was, that'd be the only reason I'd see him going there. He just missed. And Exorari once again will take the lead. At this point in the game, Exorari has usually been able to take quite a substantial lead, but Justuszzz not letting him have that here in Game 3. Exorari will have to work for it as a flip reset. Just gonna leave this one. Justuszzz, he'll get the block in for easy as Exorari deciding not to go for boost, just looking to bump out Justuszzz. Speaking of Justuszzz, flip reset himself. This one! Oh, he's found the net! It may not have been pretty, but Justuszzz won't mind. As long as it's in, I think he's happy. Because against Exorari, Justuszzz is going to have to do everything he can to get this win. It is anything but granted. I'm sure players like Exorari knows that. He's never had a granted win here either. As Justuszzz We're gonna take his lead here. I don't know if he's had a lead yet this series. But Exorari. Oh, he's overcommitted! It's another open net! Justuszzz has the lead! It may be the first time all night he's had that against Exorari, but Exorari has not been able to score when he pushes up high. Justuszzz is making him work for this win. Whether he gets it or not, still up to debate, but... Exorari now is gonna have to play a little bit more careful. Well, he doesn't have to worry about it for too long. Gets the little flick by. Justuszzz again has gone for boost at an awkward time. And the more he continues to do that, the more he's going to give up free goals like that to Exorari. Exorari's going to take every single chance he can take, or he can get, really. And it really is going to make the work that Justuszzz has to do a whole lot tougher. Last thing you want to do to Exorari is give him free goals. He's already good enough, as is. And now he's got a flip reset. He's going to use it! What a block for Justuszzz right off the post. And Exorari better recover fast. Because Justuszzz is on the play again. To the ceiling. Justuszzz waiting, but he may have waited a little too long. Exorari chases it down, and he's got boost. The lead flips to Exorari's position. And with that timer ticking down steadily, Exorari now just has to play for it, and has to play out for the rest of this game. Only one away from making the main event, from making the major. Looking for another. The flick won't go very far, and smartly enough, not going for boost either. Justuszzz, oh, he got a great flick on that, but Exorari with a lot of power on that clear. Justuszzz sent all the way back. Exorari still willing to play the defense. He had to do this at the end of last game. He'll have to do it again as Justuszzz looking for a pogo shot there. But he won't be able to connect. Exorari will score, and now he's got a 2-goal lead late. And Justuzz's time in the upper bracket may be coming to a close. Reminder, winner of this series will move to the top 16. Exorari. So close to that position, so close to that point. He's a player that thoroughly seems to deserve it. He's made top 8 to the last qualifier, the only one he's ever played in. I feel like if he was in a couple more, he would already be in the top 8 as it is. That's not how this tournament works. And he's got to work for it still. Justuszzz has put the lead within 1. And Vekg are using all that boost to get that clear. Justuszzz was prepared for that. Chips at top left. There really is no hope for Exorari to make that save. As Justuszzz, can he get one more? It's a great first touch, but unable to turn around quick enough. Exorari will escape from that, and once again, he's going to waste out time, looking to put the shot on. Justuszzz has the block, and Exorari doesn't have boost. Justuszzz, sidewall, second touch. Is it on? It's just wide. Exorari saved. 10 seconds remain, and Justuszzz needs his chance. You thought that shot would have been it. Now he's got to chase him down, but Exorari won't let him. The match is over. Exorari will sweep his way to the top 16. Justuszz's defeat, he'll go to the lower bracket. And Exorari has now put himself in that final event. He's been waiting for that ever since Qual 4, realistically. Now we can say he firmly deserves it. Exorari into the top 16. So are a couple other players. Suwufy has just won, as he takes down Vekg. If we scroll on down, Suwufy playing Psiffle. What a good match that's expected to be. But for us here on this stream, our night is not even close to being done just yet. That's a 3-0 sweep. A quick start maybe, but again, we've had some incredible matches. Again, suwufy playing Psiffle as well. That's going to be a really good match in the upper bracket. Very likely we could have quite the lower bracket as well for us to watch. Vekg waiting now. Justuszzz might be waiting as well. We'll see what happens, but again, what a match it has been. But of course, again, the night is only young. We still have so much more to go through. As we're gonna see what our next match is here. So while we do that, we're gonna go. Who all qualified? So the players that have qualified so far is suwufy and is Exorari. Still waiting on Life versus Milio and suwufy versus Psiffle in the upper bracket. Lower is, well, we're gonna have to wait a little bit for more for that, but we'll get answers to you all very, very soon. For now, we're gonna go to a break. When we come back, we're gonna have more from the BJ Solo Series Last Chance Qualifier. Welcome back to the BGI Solo Series, Last Chance Qualifier, sponsored by Gleason, Incorrect, and powered by the Ascend Tournament Series and Spate Esports. Welcome everybody to the sportiest stream. We've got a qualification match, and we're still in the upper bracket. Suwufy takes on Psiffle in the upper bracket. That match is going to be an insane one. Winner of this will qualify to the top 16. The loser is down to the lower bracket to play against, very likely they could be playing against Perscope, which is himself another very, very good player. It's a best of 5 here to qualify for the main event. The pressure is on. The $1,000 tournament waiting for both these players. Only one of them will see themselves in the main event, and both these players have been here before. Suwufy has made numerous top 6 performances. Psiffle has struggled in these qualifiers. Pressure is on. As Swiss is tomorrow night, it is Saturday, Exorari. Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern is the start of the Swiss bracket. Again, if you guys want to see the major itself, the main event, the top 16, Saturday starting at 1 p.m. Eastern, Sunday starting at 2 p.m. Eastern. And you guys will want to see it here. Suwufy, though, taking on Psiffle. One of them will be playing on Saturday. Very likely we could see both of them playing on Saturday as well. But Suwufy trying to get them things started. Play a reset fake under Psiffle. And he's not wasting any time. On the board already is Suwufy. A good time for it as well. There's no problem, Exorari. Good luck on that final bracket, by the way. Yep, we will DM you all. Yep, Mapo. Mapo, by the way, is one of the directors in chat. Love you, Mapo. Great guy. He's one of the directors. Don't worry. You'll get a message from one of us. Probably me, honestly. Later tonight. Making sure that you all know when the event is. We are having some issues on start with actually getting it in on time. So all of the players that are playing will get a ping about when the tournament is happening. Do not worry. As Psiffle, and in that orange right now, one of the lower seeds coming into this event, but I don't think it was really intentional that it was a lower seed. He didn't have a very high 6-man rank, but himself a devoted 1v1 main. So his time to play ones is not going to be, shown up here and now, as looking to get things uploaded, ready, and sorted out here. As again, we've got so many players who've already made it in. Exorari just made it in. Suwufy made it in. Life is playing on AriCast stream. By the way, AHRICASTS. Our other stream tonight here, streaming the Last Chance Qualifier, AriCasts. Go support her and all that she does here for the BGI Solo Series. And really just in Rockling in general, great person. If you have never met Ari, you're missing out. She's amazing. Here as, again, she has got Life right now in the upper bracket, looking to make his qualification. He's expected to qualify as well. But this match actually going to be relatively close. Psiffle has already beaten Ren tonight, so he's already put himself in that position. Suwufy, though, a much tougher matchup. Suwufy has made top 6 in our events already. He's definitely good enough to play in the top 16. I know that those of this will very likely have to play Perscope in the lower bracket, which is not a very good match. Perscope is a very high-ranked player. There's not a lot of goals going in so far in game number 1. Suwufy just trying to play patient here. As on the back wall, Psiffle. Suwufy, he actually has to play here. Psiffle, he won't get back in time. Suwufy has taken the lead. Just catching Psiffle waiting by the corner. Suwufy. Doing as well as he can. Suwufy right now is just looking to add more. It's number 3. He's kept on the scoring. And Suwufy, I mean, he's just showing us what he's made of. We've seen so many good 1v1 players in these tournaments. This is the tournament where those players that don't get the recognition, maybe they haven't been on the mainstream, or haven't been on the mainstream often, as in Suwufy's case, This is where they really get their recognition. There's been so many good players in our tournaments that are not auto-qualified in our top 8. Have not done well enough. Suwufy is good enough to play in the top 16. But you can even argue Psiffle is as well, with his 1v1 knowledge and his experience at the highest level at 1v1s. And Suwufy right now, not having an easy time against Psiffle. Again, I've heard so many times before this tournament, specifically from Arch, one of our major producers, one of our lead admins, about how good Psiffle really is. And he's not lying either. Psiffle adding his second ears. My headset, I gotta make sure it doesn't do that again. Bad timing for my headset to beep. Right when Psiffle scores quite a nice looking goal. As there we go. Ruffy's still in the lead, but only up by 1. He's got to be careful. That's a mistake. Oh, Psiffle! Oh, he just barely made it. I thought he missed the open net there, but he has just enough on it to tie this game up. My goodness, Psiffle, he's making my heart jump, and I'm not even playing in this tournament. Well, again, one of the major issues with these players, even if you do qualify, the 8 players above them are, the 8 higher seeded players, top 8 auto-qualified, are always so good. It's going to be a really tough challenge to make it very far. You got players like Elites, you got players like Kevin, you got players like Wavy, and Nitya, all waiting. Even Forky, who himself made it through as well. I mean, we've got some insane players in that top part that are just waiting for their matchups on Saturday. Psiffle wants to join them, wants to make the underdog story really there. He's doing a good job too against Suwufy. With a 1-goal lead, needs to make sure that what he does continues. As now dribble flick, Suwufy. Be beat there by Psiffle, and he's gonna be careful. That's an open chance. He's missed on it too. A side flip from Suwufy, and Psiffle takes the lead and extends it. You knew he had that control too, but a whiff is all that Psiffle needs. He's making a real name for himself here. I mean, Elite's himself quite a surprise to make it into this top 8. Psiffle may be making just as much of a surprise run. As players like Suwufy seem to have a huge issue. Psiffle just playing well control, and he's playing calm too. He's not really showing any signs of slowing down as a flip reset. Oh, what a play! Oh my! That is unbelievable from Suwufy. How he finds it, how he makes it work. He never lost sight of the ball. And with that, he's looking to come back. But Psiffle playing for boost. Suwufy playing for the shot. Psiffle pushed up early, but he will get back in time. Now none in the tank. Psiffle has to play defense, and he's gonna have a tough time doing so. Suwufy has him beat. Can't score there. He'll try to get on the other from the left corner. Now from the hash marks. He's got it! Suwufy caught Psiffle waiting. And the game is tied. Suwufy making sure game 1 goes down to the wire. And now he may have just taken it as well. The go-ahead goal. Suwufy off the kickoff. And now only 19 seconds away from taking game number 1. Suwufy is that much closer. That much closer. Starting off his qualification run in the way he wants to in the qualification matchup. Psiffle running on low boost will need to find something, but unable to take the boost. Suwufy will make him go on a wild chase here. Psiffle still not able to keep it. Suwufy may want to shoot this one, but instead he'll fake. Psiffle keeps it airborne. Now he's won the challenge too. 0 seconds. Psiffle needs the dribble to work. Does have it. Suwufy waiting. Psiffle flicking, taking this overtime. On the very last play in regulation, Psiffle comes in clutch. The early flick on Suwufy works. And we have OT. 1 goal now will determine game 1. Only the start of this series. Psiffle. Oh, he doesn't know where Suwufy is. Suwufy hiding behind the ball, but now he's been bumped out. Still Psiffle. That flick, though, gonna be cleared away. Suwufy doing well to stay on top of this. Does not have a lot in his tank, though. As Psiffle waiting. Oh, he's being beat there. Won't get back. Suwufy takes game 1. And it's only the side of the series, but boy, what a fight Psiffle's bringing. Suwufy having a ton of issues being able to keep the lead. Psiffle always seems to have an answer. And I think that's really what's scaring Suwufy. Psiffle always has something to say. While he may have had 5 fewer shots, he honestly felt like the scarier player during a lot of that game. Well, he won't be taking game 1. It's an OT win for Suwufy. And now that means he's just 1 game closer to moving on to the main event. For Psiffle, again, mind that lower bracket, not an easy place per scope. Very likely could be the matchup that the loser of this match will have to play. We'll be seeing that match later tonight. Almost certain that's going to be what we'll have on the stream later, as both these players taking their time to, I think, relax. I think for Suwufy, he did not expect that in game 1. Going to slow things down, try to relax just a little bit more. But we head into game number 2. A whole minute taken here by Suwufy. Wanted every second. And now he can get back into things and look to take game 2. Our last match saw a sweep for Exorari over Justuszzz. Now Suwufy trying to make his own sweep over Psiffle. Is off the post. Suwufy will take this one. Put himself off to a great start. 11 seconds in, finds a quick break over Psiffle, who's had a couple issues this game and this series with that. He wants to push up high, he wants to put on pressure, but he's often getting caught not turning around fast enough. He's trying to take this game slow, but in many ways, I don't think that's really working to his advantage. Suwufy there may have gone a little too fast on that play. He'll keep up. Psiffle doing well to keep space, but it is Suwufy's ball. Psiffle unable to get very far from the back corner. Suwufy will not be able to challenge him, and he'll go back as well. And time with Suwufy at its use. Has a flip reset as well. Psiffle, still no challenge. Suwufy maybe was looking for the bump there at the end of that play. Could not get a pop on the ball. He'll challenge instead, but he's missed it entirely. And Psiffle will take this one. Not the first time Suwufy's gone for a challenge like that. It's not even the first time it's gone poorly for him, but it's the first time he'll be scored off of that. It is Psiffle who himself, like so many people, I think is really looking to make sure he does the things the best he can. Now he's got the flicks, so Suwufy. Oh, there's a bump there. Suwufy still getting the flicks going. Now he's got a chance to shoot. He'll fake it instead. Let Psiffle have this one. Not willing to take the risk on that challenge. Not willing to overcommit. You can tell Suwufy's starting to really respect what Psiffle can do because, what we saw from last game, Psiffle is not going to be slowing down. And he won't do it here either. As a 2-1 lead, Psiffle looking to make the upsets really known here. I mean, a player that I don't think anybody considered going into this tournament as someone who could make it. Maybe except for Arch. Arch did tell me he really liked what he saw from Psiffle. I don't think anybody else could have expected him to do this well. And now he, is fighting against suwufy for a spot in the top 16. But suwufy, not letting him have that easy, will be cleared away. suwufy still on the ball. Psiffle, beat there. suwufy will be tying this one up. And with time still plentiful, these players are not slowing down, are not stopping. And can you blame them? What a shot there! Psiffle gets back though. Great first save. Now he's got to catch up to suwufy, who right now is stealing his boost. He's got to play a runaway game. 21 boost in the tank compared to the 74 of suwufy. Flip reset. suwufy has this one! Oh my! How does he find it? He's hitting yet another flip reset. This one was even more impressive than the one he had last game. I don't know how on earth he got there, but he found a way. And now suwufy wants more, looking for number 4. Oh, he went for another flip reset there. This one even more difficult, and this time he won't actually connect on it. As Psiffle's still trying to find his chances. Looks like suwufy just outplaying him by small margins, but that's all you really need. And a back hit like this, they don't really care how close the matches are, so long as you can get your wins. Players like suwufy expected to be in that top 16. Psiffle's making that life very, very difficult. Again, players like suwufy expected to make it there. It also matters as well in the upper bracket matches. If you're sent to lowers, you automatically have to play against one of the top 4 seeds, meaning you got to play against one of Wavy, Cam. I'm trying to remember exactly every name who's in our top 4, but I know Wavy is our first seed. Cam is, I believe, our 2nd seed right now. I mean, it's insane that the players you have to play against, but again, that's one of the big things about seeding. If you are in the lower bracket, you got to play a much tougher round 1 opponent. So for every player playing, I'm sure their first goal is to make it. Their second is to make sure they don't have a tough first round match. So again, our top 4 seeds are Wavy, Cam, Kofer, and Cosmic. The only player out of those that has not won an event is Cam. He's made it to the finals and has made it to top 3 times, including that finals appearance. Out of all 4 events he's played in, Cam has made it to top 3 times, so I think he didn't even, and I think the reason he didn't make it that qualifier field is because he didn't even play in that qualifier. But you really don't want to play against any of those players. They all have the capabilities doing well, so suwufy won't want to play against them. He wants a bit of an easier matchup here. And he's making sure he takes over game 2 as well, as he once again dribbles us down. He's gone for a couple fake flip resets. And they've worked very well for him. He's definitely not had a shortage of chances. As Psiffle getting yeeted. suwufy will take this one. There's now a dribble down the field. Flip reset, suwufy. Oh, he's 50'd it through. Psiffle waited back very far. Gave suwufy a lot of space to work with. And you just can't do that with players as good as suwufy. They are going to score. A bad mistake from Psiffle. And again, it's just minute mistakes. suwufy just a little bit better. And Psiffle is feeling that. Lower bracket may be where he ends up as he'll look for the flick downfield. suwufy not giving it to him. Psiffle. Still Psiffle. Flip reset. Incoming. Back post. Psiffle will take his 4th. As that one definitely going to find its way through. Psiffle really making this a tough battle for suwufy. Being into this event again, he was one of the higher seeds in our event. I believe he was our second highest seed tonight. No, he was not. He was our third highest, because Suwufy was, I believe. No, it wasn't. Was he? He might have been our third highest seed tonight. He might have been our second highest. I think he's our third, though. Highest seed tonight. Behind Suwufy and Life. Psiffle, though, again, I think came in as our 32nd seed out of, like 40-something players. Again, he's one of the lower seeds here, but that's because of his 6-man's rank. He's, I believe, rank C. He's not a very high-ranked player in terms of this tournament, but his 1v1 rank, I believe, is 1400. I believe he's hit 1400. Apparently, according to Arch, he's hit 1400, which is very high in the 1v1 leaderboard. Kind of reminds me a lot of, like, elites. Elites, for instance, not a very high-ranked player, but has made top 100 in ones. There's a reason he's in the top 8 in our tournament. A couple upset wins. He's able to make it work for him. For Psiffle, just has to kind of do that himself here against players like Suwufy. He's already beaten Ren tonight, earlier in this tournament. I mean, with Suwufy being his match here, it's a much tougher matchup. It's not out of the realm of possibility for a player like Psiffle, although he's got to get the ball here, and Suwufy not giving it to him. And he'll take a 2-goal lead, a little bit more insurance to end off game 2. We'd expect for a player like Suwufy to close this one out from here on out. As with 10 seconds to go, it is Suwufy who will not die down, who will not stop playing the way he wants to, and will not let Psiffle take control. Another game won by the small margins, the little victories. Suwufy wins it here. Now only one away from going to the main event, from making yet a second sweep tonight. Little update for all of you. Life has reported a field sweep over Milio. So Life now guaranteed in the top 16, as I think many people expected. Suwufy, last of our top 4 seeds, did not make it in his match. Also the last one to end. We're going to Game 3 to DFH Stadium. Check on this matchup to see if maybe Suwufy has what it takes to end off the match to take down Psiffle. Going to Game 3. We're going to keep this series going. As this one, Suwufy only one game away from making it to the main event. Psiffle not too far behind. He's been close every single game so far, but he is just not better than Suwufy, not yet. He hasn't proven it. And Suwufy will look to keep it that way. Musty flick on the start. Psiffle with an early block. As Suwufy trying to have a little bit of fun here early. I don't really recommend that with how well Psiffle has been playing, but Suwufy not against playing overcommit, playing heavy on the mechanics, and once again he's caught Psiffle overcommitting. And one of Psiffle's biggest issues, we've seen it again, has been his willingness to commit to the corner and not turn around to recover fast enough. And Suwufy playing into that, playing to the back corner, letting Psiffle chase him down. As he will... Oh, just hit the post! Goal 2, Suwufy! As another one in. Now up by 2 against Psiffle, who not having a very good start to this game. Got tripped up in the corner. Didn't have much left to talk about. And Suwufy may be able to end this series in a sweep. We'll see how Psiffle will feel about that. Yet again, no boost for Psiffle. suwufy, all the control in the world. And he's got a shot too! Caught him point blank. suwufy up by 3. And Psiffle really starting to feel it at this point. I mean, what can you do about that? Not much, that's for sure. And suwufy, now with many goals up against Psiffle, things can only seem to get worse for Psiffle. And now demoed away, doesn't even have the boost to work with. suwufy will make it 4. A little awkward off the demo, could not exactly control the ball, but still a lot of time to put that one in. And for Psiffle, it's only a minute and 4 seconds have gone by. It's already a 4-0 deficit. He's got to work extra hard to seemingly keep this one close. Plus, it is suwufy who will guarantee a spot in the top 16. Psiffle trying to keep himself close, but he's been dunked out. suwufy hit himself on the ball and just gave no care or thought to it, just went all in. And Psiffle, I mean, that's the last thing he wanted, was for suwufy just to go for that play. He needed time, he needed space. suwufy did not want to give it to him. With the scoreline ever worsening for Psiffle, suwufy have already put Psiffle one step down into that lower bracket. He's gonna add a few more difficulties here, as that shot just a little wide, almost 6-0 for suwufy. Still has that recovery, however. He will get back in time. Off the sidewall for suwufy. Space to work with. Flip reset in tow. It's an open net. suwufy. Oh, just needed to put it in. Missed it completely. And he won't be able to challenge Psiffle either. Has space here for the underdog to find the start to a 5-goal comeback. But suwufy not giving it to him. In fact, he's going to take another one. One whiff from Psiffle. One little mistouch. That's all suwufy needs. And again, just little mistakes from Psiffle. He's a very good player, but you can tell it's little errors. And suwufy, he's such a good player. You just can't do that against him. It's a case of one player being a little better than the other, recognizing the mistakes, taking full advantage. suwufy is that player right now, as he's going to make it 7-0. And Psiffle will have his nights lengthened a little bit at the commencement of Game 3. I don't see him coming back from a 7-goal deficit. It's very possible, but not very common, and not very easy to do. Psiffle gonna recover in any way, but suwufy will continue to deny him chances on the ball. Now he's tripped up. Still it's Psiffle who has this one, at least is looking to have this one. Now he's got the juke. Psiffle will take his first of the game. Over half the game has gone by. Psiffle has been denied opportunities. It's only his second shot. It's his first goal. It may have come well too late, but at least he can take something. And with under half the game to go, he's gonna. Looks like he might try to play out the rest of this game. Just get all the experience he can against suwufy. Set himself up to be warm in that lower bracket. I mean, very likely for scope will be the other player. Not a very easy player either. That's another high-level player. Not someone you want to go up against. Very, very cold. And Psiffle, definitely not looking to do that. He'll take his second goal. Gets stuff like by suwufy. Didn't really pick up the boost pad that he wanted. Just need to pick up one more pad. Would have had that save. But he doesn't take it. Missed it instead. And at least he can turn things around a little bit for himself. As suwufy up to the ceiling. Flip reset. It's another for suwufy. Faked out Psiffle. My goodness. Psiffle completely got fooled. He thought he had that one. I mean, could you blame him? Really did look like it was going to be a shot straight on. It was anything but. As suwufy trying to keep this one ongoing. Now cooks her pinch, that one just a little too slow. As off the crossbar. As time running low, that's a really good shot! Oh my goodness, suwufy! And you thought the game was dying down, was slowing down. I was slowing down. But suwufy pulls out that. 9-2. How on earth did suwufy make that happen? And he is just feeling it right now in the qualification match. That top 16 spot is waiting for him, and suwufy wants to take it. Psiffle unable to clamber back anything. He's 7 goals down with less than a minute to go. But it is suwufy's match and suwufy's night. Psiffle has been defeated. He'll be sent to the lower bracket. And the GG is already ringing out. Psiffle is gone. Suwufy will take the series in a sweep. Scoreline ending 10-2. Suwufy has made it to the top 16. You'll be seeing him Saturday starting at 1 p.m. Eastern. Sunday starting at, and potentially Sunday starting at 2. I think he's gonna let these final seconds tick away. Wants one more, just a little extra. Bang! Why not? Puts one in his own net here. Scoreline will end 10-3 then instead. Still, it is Psiffle who will be sent to the lower bracket to play against, most likely, her scope. And it is suwufy in the top 16 in the main event. My goodness, what a night it has been for him. The bracket, I mean, it's not been easy for a lot of these players, but I don't think he's going to mind. It was not an easy ending matchup either. Psiffle, very, very talented. But suwufy made him work. He'll be joining in the upper bracket. Arch, one of our other directors, as again, it's unfortunate there, but if you saw the messages, I'll tell you anyways what happened. We had a couple players DQ late in our lower bracket as well. Specifically, players like Funky Fennec and Velocity, who's a pretty good player in his own right. So, my apologies there. I don't think you guys want to see all that. But, what a night it has been already. Again, it was, I can tell you specifically again about what we were talking about, getting Funk Fennec there. We're talking about Asuma as well, who's playing in the lower bracket against Ren. For us, we got the match up in a lower bracket. It is Psiffle versus justtvoidd. Not per scope. Per scope losing his match. So justtvoidd, even on stream, not per scope. My apologies, I thought per scope won. It was Void who has won his match, I believe. We might be taking that match in lowers. We'll see again. For now, though, I'm just waiting on what they're going to say. That might be the match we'll see. Whatever it is, we'll get you all some updates for the future. But for now, take care of a great night. We'll be back in a few minutes. We're going to go to a quick intermission. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Sorry about that slight delay there, but we do have the Psiffle matchup in the lower bracket, taking on justtvoidd. What a night it has been so far. We're also guaranteed to have that last lower bracket match. We have Milio versus Malar on Aricast stream. Justuszzz looks like he is taking down Boonsako. We've got Psiffle versus justtvoidd, and then later tonight, we're also going to have the Vekg versus the winner of Ren Asuna matchup. So that will be another great series. Again, all matches are best of 5s in the qualification stage. So we got action for you all tonight. For us, we've got another best of 5 to go through. Psiffle versus Void. Might another best of 5, and this is it for these players. You lose, and you're out. You won't be making the main event. You win, and you go through to the top 16. At this point, seeding is not really on these players' minds at this point. They're gonna have bad seeding if they're to win this matchup. Just about make sure you get that win, though. Psiffle, who we, again, just saw, get swept by suwufy. Hoping that justtvoidd will be a bit of an easier matchup for him on paper. Void himself, a pretty solid player, plays, I believe, on the Lotus 8, for Lotus 8 Esports. Not their main roster, but I believe one of their academy rosters. I haven't really ever seen him play 1v1s, but he's a very mechanical player, so it does not surprise me too much that he's got a 1v1 arsenal in his back pocket. Against a player like Psiffle, who is coming off that very tough loss against suwufy. Gotta make sure that he plays to what he expects of himself as Psiffle. This one off to the side. Well, good little bounce as well. He will keep this one close. Just trying to take the lead over justtvoidd at this point. A player like Void, he's got very good ground-based game. That's kind of what he's always I've always seen him do well, is play the ground game, but against Psiffle, the path is quite difficult. As a little musty flick, will have to be able to keep control of that one, and Psiffle continue to play keep away. Flick in from Psiffle, bumps out Void. Goal 1 to Psiffle, and coming in as that favorite is expected to do quite well. Good time for a bump 2. Definitely needed that one. And Psiffle, again, playing so exceptionally well. And it's justtvoidd who, again, is trying to find that answer, trying to find something. I mean, for Psiffle, with all the control he's got, the one thing he's got to be careful, though, is not to overcommit. As Psiffle trying to keep things close. He's got a 1-goal lead. It's justtvoidd who, again, is just fighting close. It's another very, very low-scoring start. As he's again rolling in. Psiffle's gonna make it 2, though. What a start. As that is another goal for Psiffle. And apologies for not actually really casting that much. Please, everybody in chat, be nice to each other. All right, let's not be toxic down here. I have to message all you guys and deal with you. Let's not do that. I'm the only one who's here tonight. It's not a very fun night when I'm the only one doing moderation. But again, all are amazing people. Let's just try to keep it amazing on the stream. As here we go again. Void still looking for his first of the series. As Psiffle comes through, doing what he can do so well here. 2-goal lead, trying to keep himself close in here. That flick will be kept away. As Psiffle now looking to hold in the midfield, just trying to keep things close to himself. Has the dribble, looking for the bump on 2. It's another bump goal for Psiffle, and he's doing quite well with that. Multiple goals for Psiffle. justtvoidd not really having much success here so far. But a 3-goal lead, he can definitely work with that. As now a little flick over. Void bumps him out though. He's just saved away by that, and feels like for Void has been hanging on by a foot, but it's a lot like how we saw Psiffle and suwufy. It was just small mistakes from Void and from Psiffle then. It's small mistakes from Void now. It just feels like one player just has power over the other. Benefit of the series being a best of 3 is that it is a longer matchup. That these players don't have to worry about losing game 1 to have it hurt them too badly. As Psiffle pops up, now looking for number 4. It will be justtvoidd, just kind of waiting in the backfield here as he'll flick it away. Apologies for that door closing, that's my roommate. Again guys, I'm in college, you're gonna get to hear a lot of that as Psiffle unable to catch up. Void's gonna make sure he takes one back. Really put the pressure on Psiffle. Under a minute to go. Game 1 looks like it's in Psiffle's control, but with only 3 goals scored this game, he's not been having a lot of success taking his chances. Void's closing in. One pinch to the back corner. Void has yet another chance to work with. Be a flip reset. Unable to do so. We'll just have to catch that ball, but unable to do that as well. Psiffle just looking to keep himself calm. Late for game number 1. But he's not going to do that so well when he challenges that aggressively. Void's got his second. He's only one away from tying up this one. 35 seconds remain. Void playing a lot closer now. And Psiffle not really paying attention. Not really able to hold his lead. That means for Void, he's got to race back. To maintain composure, but that shot is exactly not what you should be doing there. A bad touch. And now he'll flick away, or at least I thought he would. Psiffle's gonna get back! Oh, he's just stone cold! The game is tied! Oh, an error of massive proportions! Psiffle had a 3-goal lead in the final minute and has squandered the opportunity. Is it Void's chance? Psiffle has the kickoff, a chance to take another 4-3. Psiffle back in the lead. And it didn't take him much time at all to find the net again. Psiffle pushing his way through. And with 10 seconds remaining, he's got a challenge here, Void. But Psiffle will have control and will send it away. Void, can he keep this one going? Has a full Sanka boost as well. That touch may have just cost him dearly. Psiffle's won on the challenge. But with a lot of boost, just gonna hit the ground and take game 1 just like that. Psiffle is 1 game closer to the main event, to that top 16. He's 1 game closer and to so much future success potentially. But it's only game 1. We move to game number 2. Psiffle may have taken this game, may have had a very good defensive showing, but it was Void who kind of started slow here. 3 goals on 8 shots. A lot of those goals came all those goals came really late, so if you can get off to a good start, Psiffle's actually in a lot of trouble here, because he just doesn't seem to shoot that much. Or does he score that much with it? Well, the question's really hanging on Psiffle here. Yes, if he can get the shooting back up to a more expected number, we would expect him to be in a good position, but it's Void who has shown what he is made of, and it's Psiffle who forgot the challenge. And I mean, Void's gonna take this every single time he's given the chance. That is a huge error from Psiffle, and not one you can make very often. It just means for Void, or justtvoidd. He's one step closer to taking a game off Psiffle, to closing in on that top 16. Coming into this match with Void, Psiffle, both not very high seeded. Both of them are in a great position to be successful, but Psiffle will answer back and will make sure that this game too is as competitive as it can be. A little touch off the back wall. Psiffle taking this one with him. He will go again. Psiffle. 90 boost. Using a lot of it just to fake this one, but Void never bit into it. Psiffle still clears it away. Void chance to score, but instead just going to play for the ball instead. And Psiffle's going to play for defense. The preset incoming. Void has one. Will only need one, but that touch goes nowhere. And while he will keep up with it, he's not going to be able to find much of a chance here. Psiffle makes yet another block. Now it's his play to go down the field. Only tied though. Psiffle cannot overcommit. In fact, he's going to make Void overcommit. But he will get back in time. And Psiffle will respect that. Though he's not respecting too much else from Void, challenging almost anything he can. We're trying to get that respect somehow. Even gonna do it from the ground bit! Oh! What on earth have we just witnessed? 158 kilometers per hour! justtvoidd has rocketed that one to the top of the net. And I mean rocketed. That it was going in the blink of an eye. An incredible ground pinch. Void has taken the lead again. Psiffle stunned. I don't think he was expecting. He was expecting a round bench, but not that. And he's down again. Void giving him quite the battle in the lower bracket. Psiffle, though, will not let it affect him. And he'll tie it up all over again. With a far flick. And with a flick like that, with Void as close as he is, he's going to make that flick very strong. So he's showing Void what he's doing. He's not hiding any of his plans. And for Psiffle, he needs to take that lead. He's not been able to do so. But now he's got an air dribble bump, and it has worked every single time. This is the third time he scored off of that play. Every single time he gets a chance, he's just going for that play because he knows Void can't seem to block him. If it works, Psiffle's going to use it. I mean, simply put, it is Psiffle himself who just wants to be in control. As a flip reset attempt, Void has the flick instead. Psiffle gave him a lot of boost and a lot of space to work with. Simply put, he needed a challenge earlier. He didn't really cover his net either, was stuck on that back post. Gave a lot of openings for Void. Void's going to take those chances. He's a good enough player to do that. Well, Psiffle will look to go all the way back. It's not a great play for Psiffle, though, and again, he doesn't challenge. Psiffle, he's got a lot of respect for justtvoidd, and maybe not at the same time. He's got to find that middle field, because this time, he has not given enough spec to what Void can do, and he's given him the shot. You just don't want to do that. You want to find that middle ground, where you know you can challenge and where you know you can't. That was a fake kickoff. Wait a second. Somehow this is going to go in for Psiffle. I don't know how on earth he won that one, but I don't think he's complaining. Double fake kickoff. Psiffle just a little bit more central on the ball. Allow him to win the kickoff in one of the more strange ways possible. Halfway through game two, Psiffle can put himself on match point in this very game, on this very field. But Void is just not going to let him have this one. Psiffle still wins the 50, though. Not even. That was just a beats the ball. And there we go. That's the lack of respect Psiffle sometimes needs to bring here. Void is not going to be a perfect player. And with how much respect Psiffle has given him in that position, it was about time he was going to turn things around and go for one of those. It works. And with a high-scoring game this time around, Psiffle still finding his way to just get the edge over justtvoidd. He's got to be careful here. Void hiding himself behind the ball. Psiffle, though, will stay back here. Void, oh, he's used all his boost. Should be a great chance for Psiffle. Void doesn't have much here in control. Psiffle's gonna flick it! Void's gonna stop it, but again on nothing. Void has to wait. Psiffle, what a strange first play there. Going for that play, because Void's gonna challenge him here, and Psiffle, oh, he completely failed his recovery. Void had every chance to be beat there, and Psiffle never took it. Void's going to take that one away from him. And Psiffle's offense will prove to be at a bad time, as in comes the stream of the night. Thank you so much, AriCasts, for the raid. Hopefully your night was fun. How was your final match tonight? I know you got to see Milio in the lower bracket. Hopefully that was exciting. Right now we've got a lower bracket match of Void and Psiffle. And right now for Void, looking to take game 2. And like in the series, we've got one more match after this apparently. Life was stomping, I heard. Life had an easy run tonight. You can expect him to be that 9th seed in the final bracket. But yeah, a player like Life definitely deserves to be there. He is the only player to have made a top 3 performance that did not actually auto-qualify into the top 8. The fact that he has now made it, definitely a deserved place to be for Life. And for Psiffle, he's trying to be in that exact same position in the top 16. He took game 1 by a very close 1-goal margin. Void has some extra words for him. Flip reset! And again, Psiffle giving him too much space. Void's been beating on the solo plays all night. And he's not going to turn away from that either. Psiffle. I mean, so far tonight, our over matches tonight have been sweeps. We've had 2 in the upper bracket. This is our 3rd match here in the lower bracket now. Well, our first in the lower bracket, our 3rd of the night. Every match so far has ended in a 3-0 sweep. Does Psiffle end that run? Void playing very well to keep the lead, but Psiffle can turn things around. Not a lot of boost, got a flick early. Void will have him beat. Psiffle will have the recovery. Can he get to the ball? He will. He saves it away. Now he'll challenge. And Void will keep it out. 20 seconds remain. Void with another solo effort to take game 2, to keep the series going. Must need flick! justtvoidd! And he's not stopping! Game 2 should be his! My voice may have broken a little bit there, but it's for good reason. Void with one of the best goals we've seen all night. And Void has now taken a win over Psiffle. Well, the series is getting all that much more interesting. Game 2 is over. We move to game 3. Yeah, everybody in chat saying it's the Ren from NIRV. Yeah, I think I forgot to mention that as well. The Ren is Ren from NIRV. But that means it's game number 3. My goodness, our night has been interesting. Again, right now, it seems like we're guaranteed a match between Ren and Vekg. Well, again, that's the other match in this lower bracket. Psiffle actually has now left. I think he's just getting a car change here. We'll hopefully get him back in just a moment. You're waiting there. Psiffle back in. There we go. We go to game 3. Oh, what a bad time for tech issues. There's after game 2 here, you'll hopefully be able to sort things out. And we're moving in. That's game 3. Here we go. Yeah, sorry about that. Psiffle had a little question for us. He thought he had a game advantage, kind of like how we had for our other qualifiers for the player that won in the upper finals. Yeah, no advantages here. This is just straight qualification, straight matchups. No advantages. You just gotta win the matches in front of you. Reminder for us though, whoever loses this match will be out of the BGI Solo Series. Will not see themselves in the top 16. Will not see themselves compete in any future BGI Solo Series tournaments. At least not unless we renew it, which may not happen, or may happen. I don't know. I'm not the one to say that. I'm not the sponsor. Shoutouts to our sponsors, though. BGI. Sorry, Bo Gleason, incorrect. ATS and Spate. As justtvoidd with yet another good start. 30 seconds into game 3. And yeah, with the slight delays we've had, Void is picking things up quickly here. That's now a fake from Psiffle. He's been fooled there, but he didn't buy Void, who recognized it immediately. Justtvoidd again is just playing his game. He's going for a lot more solo plays because he's recognizing Psiffle is giving up a lot of space, maybe, and in fact too much space. Void's gonna go for a lot of solo efforts because he knows that if Psiffle's waiting back, that gives him so much of an opening to score. He really shouldn't be missing on many chances. Now he's up by 2. Seems like Psiffle's hope in the upper bracket is now kind of gone away from him. A much different Psiffle that we're watching, one that's a lot less confident, a lot less willing to push himself. In his last match, he did go up against Exorari, so not a very easy match by all means. As Void really feeling the momentum now. As another flip reset, saved by Psiffle. Void, right off the kickoff, trying to make it 4-0, really trying to mess up everything about Psiffle. Psiffle is not feeling confident at all here. Never mind, this is for qualification. This is a lower bracket too, so whoever loses this will not have another chance. Psiffle had his chance in the upper bracket. But this lower bracket may just be too tough. And justtvoidd gonna be just that much better. This game 3 only has just started, and Void is... I mean, he's just been so competitive as Psiffle trying to get something. Void won't let him have that shot, and that Psiffle's gonna take it all the way back. Reset on offense. Void actually isn't gonna give him too much space here. Went all in on that bump there, and nearly connected. And it's the kind of play that we've been seeing from Void. Now an air drop up! That doesn't even work for Psiffle. Void stops him there. We've not seen that fail yet for Psiffle. It's been the one play, or one of the few plays he's had that's been very consistent so far tonight. It won't work against Void on that moment. As Void just kind of muscles his way through. Now Psiffle failed on the flick, and he's starting to feel the pressure. Void gonna dribble out to the back corner. will not have it. Psiffle should be able to score here. It's an open net, and he will take it. justtvoidd tripped, trying to get that ball to the corner. Actually hit the ball instead of the front of his car and slowed himself down. He gave Psiffle enough time to take the boost and to take over. As we keep watching fun that these players have been having, Void trying to keep this going ever more. Psiffle, though, will look to take it back halfway through the third game. And it is Psiffle, while only down by 2, he's got momentum with him. He's also got Void, who himself, once he gets to that ball, it can be so tough to stop when he goes for solo efforts. But Psiffle, on a stay close, does get bumped out. Void, can he catch up here? Off the post, another open net for Psiffle, and now the difference is 1. Cut in half by Psiffle. And Void, oh, if he wasn't feeling any pressure, now he will be. Because Psiffle is coming back, and he's coming back with a vengeance. And he's gonna tie this game! Psiffle off the kickoff. And for Void, it's now 4 goals straight against him. Off the 4 straight he's scored against Psiffle. These players trying to ruin each other's nights. It has been back and forth. But Void waiting. Psiffle will send this one all the way back. Void whiffed on it. Psiffle still on it is Psiffle as he'll rush the midfield. That flick goes nowhere. And Void will block him. It's off to the back wall as well. And Psiffle's gonna be getting into this one. Void's gonna beat him. Psiffle didn't challenge. And Void will once again score on a Psiffle who's just far too passive. It's been Psiffle's biggest issue tonight. And Void is capturing that. But still a lot of time to go. Either player has secured match point. Void might be in the better position, but only a 1-goal lead, that can be reduced quite quickly. Especially with a solo play like this. Void, though, actually does get Psiffle to make the save, but he doesn't get back. Psiffle's going to tie it up again. And every goal now with a huge momentum boost for either side. 8 shots for Psiffle, 10 shots for Void, 5 goals each. What is shaping up to be probably our most competitive series of the night. As Psiffle again. Lead is his. It has been anything but decisive, though. We may see this match end with a 1-goal difference. It's going to come down to the end of this minute. Who will fare a little bit better? Because there's been no shortage of goal-scoring opportunities and goal-scoring itself. Psiffle has a word here. He'll try to take a 2-goal lead. Would have been absolutely important. He will still take it, though, as Void was not ready for that challenge from Psiffle. And we're just seeing goals come in at left, right, and center. Every chance we can get one. Psiffle's taking his opportunities. justtvoidd can only watch as that one will go in. Hopeless in the back corner. What can Void do to turn this one back? He's got to start off well in the backfield here. For a start, got to get himself upfield. Psiffle not even letting that happen. He'll stop in the midfield early. Psiffle again. Now off the ceiling. Void. Oh, actually bit into that one. Psiffle will win the challenge with a fake ceiling challenge. Void still on it. Let's get that one over Psiffle, but bumped off. Psiffle with quite an easy save. And with only 30 seconds to go, Voidd's gotta put this one in! Psiffle, now off a sidewall! Oh, what a block for Psiffle! Cuts across, gets the save! Now he's gotta get out of defense! Voidd, not able to find the net. Psiffle will turn this one around, and will take game 3! Match point is his! Psiffle, playing with his heart out. And he deserves this one with that ending. Psiffle's defense has been topsy-turvy tonight, but that save has just given him match point and a chance to go to the top 16. He's only one win away, Psiffle. We go to Utopia Coliseum, Game 4. And match point for Psiffle to take the series. And here we go. It is Game 4. What we've seen so far tonight, Psiffle would seem like the better player, but Voidd has always proven us wrong already. Been our most competitive match tonight as well, so far, and it's for qualification. Psiffle now can make it, can be in that top 16, but Voidd can deny him of that opportunity. Game 4 gonna be a real telling point out of justtvoidd. What has he learned so far? Psiffle went in very aggressively. Will need to get back. He's not challenging this one though. He still isn't challenging as he'll wait back and make the block. In a very defensive performance so far from Psiffle. He's been waiting back a lot. He has been very passive on his challenges. But that one he will be a little bit more aggressive with, a little bit more proactive. It will work for him, and that one, not on target, will be off the corner instead. Voidd recovering, 30-something boost in the tank. Now down to only 14. Psiffle to the sidewall. He'll open up a solo opportunity, but he will not take it. Voidd's got boost. Psiffle's got the flick. It's Voidd. Psiffle's got him though! Voidd couldn't win the 50-50. It was always going to be a tough play no matter how he drew it up. That first touch just a little too light, a little too far in front. He's got to go for the 50-50, but unable to win it. Psiffle will knock in his first. After a minute and 15 seconds. Psiffle, one step closer. Voidd, though, one step back. And he didn't take much time off the kickoff. When he's got space, he'll make it work. Psiffle can block a lot of these shots from Voidd, but only when he knows when Voidd's shooting. If Voidd can mask it when he shoots, can mask when he takes his chances. Psiffle's got a much tougher track record on that. Now a chance to score again. Psiffle with a flick. Voidd off the crossbar. Psiffle again, backflipping to this one, but Voidd clears it out. Demoed away is Voidd. Psiffle. One more. He's got it! Top left corner. And Psiffle keeping things close. Keeping things in his favor. With little advantage. Psiffle's off to a good play here. Off to a good performance. But a lot of this is going to rely on, what we're going to see out of a lot of these players. As, Psiffle there will clear it out. Still blocked by Voidd. Psiffle's still keeping up here, but it's Voidd's play. That one won't help him though. Psiffle staying on top of this one. Now he'll go for the net. Back post save for Voidd. actually almost was able to turn this around, but a little too light of a touch. He'll be sent back, and we're halfway through this game. Only 3 goals scored so far. Psiffle gets at him on Void. Even more time that he can work to get that ball upfield. Not a great first touchdown. He's very direct on that net. But this is why he's going to go for a flip reset. What a play, but it's off the post. Void sent this one back, but he should have just shot it. Psiffle now will do exactly what Void should have done. Goes for net, finds his target, and will take insurance. And with a little over 2 minutes to go, Psiffle, the last chance qualifier, the last chance for either of these players to make it to the main event. Neither of them have ever made top 8 in any of our previous qualifiers. But one of them will guarantee a play in the top 16 in the major, in the $1,000 finale. Void trying to put himself in that position. But it's Psiffle right now who will have to fight for it and will have to prove his worth. He needs to take game 4. But Void is this one wide. Psiffle waiting under it patiently. He's gonna have this one against Void. Void does commit. He does have boost. But Psiffle's got the ball and he's got the chip, but Void's got the block and Psiffle very slow to get back. He's gonna challenge this one. Doesn't do so. Void's gonna tie things. And Psiffle, once again playing very passively. He needs to challenge this though, because you know what Void's gonna do there. He's going to go for the Doomsday. This is the only thing he really can do. If Psiffle goes for it, he keeps Void out. He pinches the ball away. And he allows himself to keep the lead, even if it does mean more time on defense. Now he's got to score another if he wants top 16 start. And he'll get that one as well. Beautiful challenge over Void. It was a little bit of a tough one to read there for Psiffle, but he went for it, took the risk. And it pays off beautifully. Again, Void having issues with those 50s off the air dribbles. He's trying to collect things, he's trying to control things, go for a lot of solo plays. He's trying to oftentimes let it bounce to the ground or try to catch it. In both positions, it's easy for Psiffle to 50 him. Void off the kick off. Psiffle with the backflip to save. Again, Void in space, and this is where he's scary. The dribble, top left. Psiffle. What a block. Not the first time he's had a save like that. Now he'll recover. Void doesn't have boost. Psiffle missed his target. That could have been the goal to potentially seal this one. Sure, we're still a long way away from the end of this game, but every goal matters. And how low scoring it has been at this 4th game. Psiffle would have loved to have it. He's got a chance here, though. He'll just flick it away. Void stealing all the boost and taking Psiffle with him. 30 seconds and counting. Void, Musty, not able to get it. Psiffle will keep him out here. Now he's going to make another challenge. Void trying to heartbreak Psiffle's hopes at the end of game 4, but Psiffle holding on. Top 16 within reach now for Psiffle. Void fighting for every opportunity, every inch, but he can't seem to beat him. Another chance. Psiffle flicks this one away. One more for Void. This is a stay alive. High flicks it up. He's got the air. The shot. Psiffle off the bar, on the ground, and into the top 16. A 3-1 scoreline. Psiffle has qualified for the BGI Solo Series Major. And in quite stellar fashion as well. We've got one match left. Psiffle's in. Milio has reported a sweep over Malar, just as I swept Bone Sako, but we have Vekg and Ren. Our final match of the night. One more players to qualify in that top 16. Nearly there. Our night is nearly done. But we've got Vekg and Ren. Vekg, who played in the upper bracket, losing to Nawafi. Gonna go up and go against NIRV Ren. Very tough match, but We'll see how this one goes. We're gonna go to an intermission. When we come back, our final match tonight, one more player will qualify. Thank you for the raid, Corporal Monkey Shines. You've come in at a great point, my friend. We got the BGI Solo Series Last Chance Qualifier happening right now, and we've got one more match tonight. Stick around for it. It's a great one. You won't want to miss it. There's one more match tonight. One more player to qualify to the BGI Solo Series Major. Sponsored by Gleason. Incorrect. Ascend Tournament Series and Spade Esports. I'm Sporty FC. Thank you all so much for showing up tonight, for being so supportive. We've got one more match for all of you here tonight, and it's a good one. One more best of 5. Vekg taking on NIRV Ren. But if you weren't here tonight, got to see an upper bracket full of action. Life, Exorari, Suwufy, suwufy, all of our top seeds making it through. And then in lowers, we just saw Psiffle win his match against Void. We had Milio win earlier, and Justuszzz just took the win as well. So they're in the top 16. But for us, Vekg, Ren, the last match of the night. A best of 5 to determine who will be in that main event. Oh yeah, and Mapo. You're right, Mapo. I forgot. You're also sponsoring. I keep forgetting because you're not in the BGI name. Sponsored by you as well, Mapo. By the way, Mapo, shoutouts to you. No one ever shouts you out on stream. Shoutouts to you. You're a great person. I'm so sorry, Mapo. I feel bad now because yeah, you totally are one of the sponsors. I feel like everybody just kind of lumps you in with Bo. As we are gonna get into this match very soon. You're a great person. No, you are. As actually, also, you know who's also a good person? Vekg and Ren. They delayed their match so that they would be on stream. They were saying yes, we're okay with delaying it. So shout outs to them as well for delaying this, for saying hey, we were happy to be on stream because we're ready to get them in here. I'm excited to see this match, which one more best of 5. So shout outs to them. Shout outs to them for waiting. Again, it's our final best of 5 of the night. Ready to chill. But guys, if you guys are wondering where all these players are going, top 16. All the players that have qualified tonight, joining 8 auto-qualified players for the BGI Solo Series Major. $1,000 on the line. Our best, the top one in North America. One of, I should say, because Ionix is running the weekend after. One of the best one events in North America. My favorite, personally, because I'm running it. But again, if you want to see all the top players in North America, join us Saturday starting at 1 p.m. Eastern and Sunday starting at 2 p.m. Eastern. To watch all the action. We've got 7 streams running right now. Hopefully we can get 8 on Saturday for our Swiss bracket. And on the main event, day 2, it is 2 streams only and a lot of Rocket League to go through. You're not going to want to miss any of this action, I promise you guys. It is all worth it. We're just waiting on one more stream. If you guys know anybody else who can join us Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern, for some of that Swiss stage action, let us know. We'd love to have one more stream. Cover every single match. As we're going into our final series of the night. As that means we're about to get things going. Prediction poll live as well. Our last one of the night, Vekg taking on Ren. As here we go, Vekg, Ren of NIRV, not the bubble player Ren. This is Ren of NIRV Esports. Still a very high-ranked player, but he's taking on Vekg, who himself lost to suwufy in the upper bracket. One of these players will see the top 16. This is their final chance to make it there, to play for $1,000. And Vekg looking to get things started. It will be just wide of the net. He's already putting on some great chances here. And I don't see him stopping, creating good opportunities either. Ren, though, space to work with. And boost as well. Ren flicks it high. Vekg is back in time. Now he'll go for a different play. Vekg still on the end of this one. Ren throwing shots at him. Vekg holding on, but he hasn't recovered well. Faked out. Still stays on it. As the boost total for Ren. Still high. Vekg with nothing. Flip reset. Fakes him. And Ren will take goal 1. A tough ask. A tough run for Vekg on defense. Ren marching his way to goal 1, looking to take himself up to a perfect position. As Vekg able to get through Ren. Ren will take yet another one. And the situation getting a little bit worse for Vekg. Ren will keep the scoring, keep the goals. Keep on putting on the pressure. It is Vekg who is to turn things around if he wants to see himself in that main event again. In the upper bracket. What an interesting run to get there. Had a DQ win over Skippy to get to this point. He's lost in the suwufy. Now he's here in lowers. For Ren, a much tougher run. Losing to Psiffle in his first round matchup. And then he's beaten Shay. He's had the DQ win over Slipkey. And he's taken it down Asuna. So far, he's not been in a best of 5 yet tonight. This will be his first and only. For Vekg, it's his second. For Ren, he's off to a great start. Up by 1. Looking for the fake. He's got him jumping. Ren just played it safe. Played it consistently. And he waited. And finally took his chance as soon as Vekg jumped. And for Ren, again, of NIRV Esports. Oh, he's just looking to party all over the place here. That doink nearly found its net. Ren will get back. Not a great flick, though. Vekg has boost. Looking for yet another one on net. Ren will get dunked out. Vekg lands on it. And the last chance qualifier. Our final match tonight as well. Our final player to qualify. What an undecided match it will be. This one may not end in a sweep either. Our lower bracket has been so much more competitive than our upper bracket. And it's been enjoyable nonetheless. Ren taking a long route to get to that booster. Really took the detour, did not go direct to it. And you don't really want to do that if you're in Ren's position. You want to be direct. You want to be able to be quick on the play. You give your opponent time. They're going to take it. And we can see Vekg taking it here. As he'll flick from the sidewall. It's Ren who, well, can see a lot of, I would say, troubles ahead of him. Vekg has come back and has a lot of time, not a lot in the same time, to shut him down. He's gonna take this one though, as Vekg, oh, he got back, had a lot of boost left. I didn't think he had that much. Ren will save this one away from being any more, but Vekg turning back. Ren, though, gonna keep this one away. Kept off the back wall. Vekg has been bumped out. Ren just trying to keep it going. Now he's got the clear. It's the lead for Ren. And it is a joyous moment for him. He's only one goal up, but maybe that's the confidence he needs here. And now fake kickoff, Vekg though. Not him in the middle of the act. And still somehow takes control though, and now he's got a lot of space. Solo play, flicked it up, Vekg will return with a save. Ren staying close, Vekg almost getting bumped out here by Ren. Still Ren. Gonna backflip his way to this one. Vekg slowing things down, just trying to keep that ball. Ren's got a lot of boost though. He won't have an issue with challenging, and now he won't have an issue with scoring, because that's gonna find its way in. Another one for Ren, as he challenges early. He's keeping it close here, Vekg, but man, when he gets on those goal streaks, he doesn't seem to stop. Now a bounce up, Ren. Flip in use. Another flip. Ren, no way! Oh, he's just missed it wide. Trying to go for the double flip reset. Vekg will be very happy it didn't find its mark. Also, we might be cheering Ren's praises rest of this series. As Vekg challenged early, open for Ren, 6-3. Really taking things away from Vekg. And with a 3-goal difference, we've seen comebacks of that caliber in this late. It doesn't happen often. Vekg trying for the dribble. Ren will keep him out. Now on the bump. Ren. Still going. Is Ren. And now he's got the flick. It's open. It's in. And it's disgusting from Ren. And there's nothing else to say to it except, what a great shot. As Vekg, maybe another play in front. Little easy flick. He went for something special at the end of this game. I mean, to be fair, with a 4-goal difference, 20 seconds left, there's not really time for Vekg to come back. Oh, but Ren's gonna show him what it's made of. A little musty flick of his own. And a little extra touch at the end of it, too. Great mechanics from Ren, really showing off what he can do. And Vekg just has to watch, get beat on the aerial. Ren really celebrating game 1 quite well. As Ren's still on this. A little more flick, a little bit more on the end, but he won't get a 9th goal, and I don't think he's complaining. And this ball, oh, actually it's going to go in the nets. Vekg wants him to give him a 9th goal. We saw a little standoff there. Ren and Vekg, neither of them wanted to move. But eventually Vekg will just say, oh, whatever about it. I want to go to game 2. And it is 1 game closer for Ren to that main event where he needs to be. He's nearing closer and closer. He knows it. He is so close to it. It feels like he can taste it at times. Still not there for him. Game number 2. And for Vekg, situation's gonna get a little bit more dire for him. And there's no other lives left for these players. You've got to win here. You've got to play your game here. If you're not able to do that, then you will not be showing up in the top 16. Ren wants his opportunity, wants his place in that final bracket, in the Swiss stage on Saturday, starting at 1 Eastern. But Ren will need to get a goal first. Flip reset. Now a pogo. Ren still on this one. Vekg faked out, but it was Ren who ultimately could not get the shot off in time. It is Vekg who stay right on top of this one. As Ren, I think he's going for yet another solo effort. Straight to the sidewall too. He's not giving any thought to it, just going straight up in the air. Now he has a dribble up high. Vekg not beat. Had a lot of boost in his tank. And for Ren, it was just a rash decision to go for an aerial play that early. When you have a player with that much boost on defense, they should be making the save no matter what happens. As this one continues onward, Vekg trying to add another tally here, but it will be cleared out. Ren staying very, very close, but it is going to be a tough ask here as he's going to get a beat there. It's an open net for Ren. Eyeing up at 1. And, well, if Ren hasn't already proven that he can take this spot, don't know what will prove you. Only tied though, and it's another very low-scoring matchup. And a lot of those tonight. I think these players are just nervous. They know it's on the line. They know who is up ahead of them, and the 8 players that have already auto-qualified already quite well known, already announced. These players know they can be up there with the best. Just about making sure you put in that spot. And for both these players, it's their last chance. And for Ren, it's his only chance to be in that main event. He lost to Psiffle earlier, who already made it through the lower bracket. And wants his spot up there with him. He's doing quite well. 1 goal lead, but a lot of games still left to play. Vekg on the dribble. Ren gonna keep him up to speed, but Still Ren's ball off the back wall, off the corner. Now the flip reset himself. Ren unable to get much by Vekg. Vekg trying to bump him out here, and you can tell that Vekk's going for that aggression. It's not the first time we've seen him go for that, as now he's actually forced Ren to shoot wide. Ren gets the bump of his own, but Vekg with boost. Ren has no choice but to go back. As Vekg will go for his own play on offense. The sidewall. Vekg, once again, for going any sort of ground play, just for an all-in offensive play. But this time, unlike Ren, who did it earlier, who got countered, it's Vekg who will not see such a play against him. Takes it a little bit more safely, goes to 50 instead of the outright beat. And it is tied at 2-all. Ren will march back off the kickoff. It's been back and forth. Reminder for all of you watching, even though it may be quite calm, it is definitely not that calm for either of these players. Ren, he was bound back corner. He went off the kickoff. It's all possession, boost possession, and field possession in many ways. Vekg still not with boost. He took a long time to get back there. It was almost as if he was trying to fake that he didn't have boost, but he kind of almost trolled himself in that play, because Ren actually had recognized it kind of early. Still though, he's got boost now, and he's got a play to shoot with. This one saved away. Vekg hunted out by Ren, and he's going for net. It's off to the back post. It's just wide as well, and now he's given an open one to Vekg. The game is tied. Ren overcommitted, and he will be regretting that decision. A mistake, a huge mistake. And it's tied at 3. What more does he have in store here? Demoed away. Ben. The sidewall. Flip resets. And more sure to come. Looking for the pinch. He's already got... We've already seen one such pinch like that tonight. That one will not connect. But he keeps on fighting. It's tied at 3 in another game that's going to end by small margins. Ren, is he able to get there? Is he able to find that final spot in the major? Again, a $1,000 event on Saturday. Vekg nearly took it away from him here. Ren clears it forward. Vekg waiting back, but chased down initially. And waiting. Vekg, oh, he's not got the clear there. Still has boost though, still has that advantage because of it. As now he's gonna challenge this one over. Vekg, can he? Will he? Yes, he will. It's been a stalemate, but Vekg breaks the deadlock. With 28 seconds to go, will he even the series up? I know people in chat have been clamoring for Game 5. These players may very well give us one. That's all down to how this match goes, how it unfolds. Ren, still a lot of time left to take an answer. He's got this space as well. Up goes Ren, out goes Ren. Bumping is Ren, and he will not see the net. Bumped into the save was Ren. And time running out for him. Bumped away. Game 2 is over. Vekg has evened the series scoreline. And these players immediately ready for game number 3. At least I would think they would be. Vekg closing in. That major is And this is where... This is where, if you thought it was already nerve-wracking, it's gonna get even worse. Guaranteed a game 3 to determine match points. The chance to be featured in the Swiss stage, in the top 16. Vekg wants that chance. He took game 1 to get to this point. Sorry, took game 2 to get to this point. He's not slowing down anytime soon. Four seconds in, already on the board. And quick starts like that show you that urgency. Now, something that we don't see from a lot of these players is that so it's something that we don't always see a lot from these players is that urgency. But having it in any normal play, being able to put the pressure on your opponents, that's a lot of what Rocket League's about. Vekg doing that very well. He's once again put the pressure on Ren. He turned quickly, really made Ren second guess himself. When he got to the shot, Ren had no chance to block him. It's Vekg who has now doubled his lead to 2. As Ren now looking for his answer, has the play, but hits it high above the net. And another bump from Vekg. Been very aggressive so far tonight from Vekg. He's looking to add just a little bit more at the end of this play. Now he's got the dribble. One more touch! Ren beats Vekg, will add his 3rd. And we take a look at this one from Vekg's point of view. I mean, he can see Ren. No doubt about it. Because that is the best time to make that touch. And really, the only time to do it. If he doesn't get that touch, Vekg wins the play, and he's got the ball himself. Or sorry, Ren's got the play, and he's got the ball. And certainly a goal as well. Off of the Game 2 victory, Vekg with a lot of momentum. He's coming in hot. Fighting from this spot in the upper bracket. And he's not done just yet. A hook shot for number 4 as he's just danced his way by Ren. The NIRV esports player. And have the pressure against him. Vekg has to wait here as well. Ren flicked! Vekg with a block. He's made no major mistakes. As this one keeps pushing. Off the back corner. Vekg beats out Ren. And he'll get number 5 with it. There's been no stopping, no shortage of goals from Vekg for Ren. Well, I don't know what to say here. But, my goodness. After how close Game 2 was, Game 3 is a whole lot different. And unfortunately for Ren, not in a good way. But, still a lot of time left. In a world out there, Ren can come back. Is that world here? Well, maybe not. Vekg is adding another one. We're not even 2 minutes into this game, and Vekg already looks like he's going to be walking to a match point into Game 4. With a 6-0 scoreline, we're very close to this point. Counting out Ren, but he's showing you don't want to count him out too early. He's got one already. And again, he's got a lot of time to come back in this one, but yeah, he's got to make a lot of goals. He's got to make up a lot of goals here, which is no easy feat. And as he gets another one, maybe that comeback is possible. Because Ren is making it seem that way. As hello, Lucky in chat. How you doing? Another one of our directors. How you doing, Lucky? Nice to see you. It's nice to. Hopefully you're doing well out there. We've got Vekg versus Ren. qualification match in our last chance qualifier tonight. One of these players is going to be in the top 16. By the way, before you say anything, this is not the Ren. This is not the rank X Ren. This is Ren from NIRV. A little bit lower rank. Still a very good player, but Vekg seems to be having his way here in Game 3. Ren doesn't have much to say about it. Again, if you all want to see the major that comes up, one of these players is going to be in that major, is going to be playing for $1,000. You're going to want to watch Saturday and Sunday this upcoming weekend. The 24th to 25th. Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern, Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern. On many different streams, but I know for a fact there's going to be 2 streams that will be going on throughout the full event. Gleason, Bo_Gleason, BO_GLEASON, and the Incorrect stream. Watch Incorrect. WATCHINCORRECT. Those streams will be live for the entire event. You'll want to see it. But for now, you're going to get to want to see this. Vekg, after having 3 goals scored on him, really needed to show something. Pulls out a great hook shot. And, well, he's making sure that this game really should be match point for him. Really should be secured, but we'll see if that's the case. For now, though, Vekg. Oh, flick there. Ren will pop this one away. Vekg being close on this one. Ren, without any boost, and without a lot of time to work with. Still 100 seconds, it's plenty of it, but what we've seen him use, he's been in a position like this with 3 minutes left to go in this game. That time's going to eat up very, very quickly. It's up to Ren to prove that and turn this game around, but I don't see that happening. Vekg is taking all the time he needs. And Ren, he's just trying to run away from him, but he's not finding it. As Vekg is continuing just to take space, to take control, to take charge. Another solo effort. Ren there, the block. And Vekg just trying to wait for him, but a minute to go. Vekg back in time. And Ren running low on hope, at least for Game 3. As Vekg not slowing down, and he'll make it sure that it is his game. As he now increases the lead to 5. And for Ren, it's all but hopeless in Game 3. He's got to go to Game 5 to take the series to go to that top 16 bracket. Very tough ask for a player who's had to play in the lower bracket all night. And for Vekg, well, he will get musty flicked on. But it's not all hopeless for Ren. He's still got Game 4. He's still got a series in front of him. The benefit is he is not out of this event. But Vekg so close to match point, so close. Giving himself only 1 game away. Less than 30 seconds now. Just needs to make sure he keeps Ren away from the goal. He's going to do exactly that. Chasing him down. Chasing the ball down. He's going to lob this one towards the end. It won't go in, but it's done enough. No matter what happens here, Vekg is on match point. Ren is on the cusp of elimination. Only 1 player can make it to the top 16 out of these 2. Vekg, only 1 win away from being there. Game 4, Utopia Coliseum, our last match of the night. Does Vekg end it here and give himself a chance in the $1,000 major on the weekend? Well, here we go. Only 1 more win needed for Vekg. But that win, it feels so elusive. I mean, Ren himself has been nothing but a fighter tonight. Unfortunately for Ren, it hasn't been enough. Vekg seems to have him beat. As we are going to reset here for game number 4. It seems like we're having a tech issue here with Ren. So while we get that sorted out, adding even more suspense, I guess, tonight, maybe we should recap who has made it into that main event already. And by the point rankings, we've had 8 players in. By that last chance qualifier, we're going to have 8 more. Wavy, Cam, Kofer, S5 Cosmic, Elites, Kevin, Forky, and Nature have all made it to the main event based on the number of points they've gathered. By the last chance qualifier, overnight Life, Exorari, suwufy, Psiffle, Milio, Justuszzz have all been in. Vekg hoping to round out the lineup. As we are almost there. For Vekg, at least, he's almost there. For Ren, he can prevent this from happening and create an absolute tragedy for Vekg and his hope. And we're in game 4. Vekg, 1 win away from the top 16. But Ren, he's got to fight for every chance. Vekg has not let him pass. We've seen so many players make it. Both these players, I think a spot seemed virtually impossible at the start of this tournament, but now they're in the position to make their dreams come true. Vekg gets off to a strong start as well. That challenge from Ren really didn't ever help. Couldn't even get to the ball in time. And Vekg, well, if he can continue that, there will be nothing stopping him. The beat there, Ren tying it up. Vekg maybe a little too confident. For quite an aggressive challenge, but easily caught there by Ren. Maybe it's pressure as well. You can't help but feel that pressure for all these players. It's going to be quite a nerve-wracking night. For players like these, knowing that top 16 is within reach, they've got to be feeling it. But for Ren, he's in an even more dire position. He's got to win here. Vekg doesn't have to win. Ren does, and that's why Ren is taking every chance he can to the best of his abilities, making it count. He's got to score every chance. He's not going to be able to get too many of them. For every single game, it's been him and Vekg who have virtually the same number of shots on net. Vekg is not too far away from getting there. It won't be beat there. Vekg. A minute has gone by, Ren in the lead, but Vekg with the advantage in the series. This one, the top 16, can be taken right here, and he's not getting off to a good play. What a flick! Oh my, what a play from Vekg! Outplaying Ren. A little backflip flick as well. It felt a little bit desperate at that point, but absolutely not. It was Ren who was in desperation, needing to get a challenge. Vekg stops him in his tracks. Allows himself the advantage. Doesn't get the flick. Ren will look to go all the way back. Bump it, not made, but the shot will still go through. And Ren eyeing the prize ahead of him. Game 5. The potential to go to Champions Fields to determine this series. And the chance to play in the major again this weekend. Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Sunday at 2. You'll want to watch it. 16 players and a $1,000 main event. Everything to play for. And only one goal for every player. And that is to be the best in the BGI solo series. In this last chance qualifier, where half of our players are going to be decided. These two, Ren and Vekg, both have an opportunity. This is where it really comes to, where it all comes down to. Can he make it happen, Ren? Well, he may be forcing Game 5. I know a lot of you in chat have been asking for it. We may be seeing it here. Only halfway through, but it's Ren up by 2. 4 for 7, not a great shooting average, but it's far better than what Vekg has posted. And it only seems to be getting worse for Vekg. He just is not stepping up to the plate. He can score here. Oh, not really. It's not a great first touch. And now bumped out is Ren. Vekg to the side wall. It is Ren on the play. Vekg, who he challenged early. Ren's gonna take that one. The goals keep falling for Ren of NIRV Esports. And yes, as Wall actually, hello by the way, Wall in chat. Yeah, you have noticed I am in a dorm. I'm in a different room altogether. I'm in college now. As Vekg is gonna have an answer. By the way, Wall, you've come at a great time. It's the BGR Solo Series Major. This is the last chance qualifier to make it into the top 16 in the Major. 8 players will qualify here. This is our last match of the bracket. Vekg and Ren in the lower qualification matchup. Only one of them will make it into that main event. The other will be out. Right now for Ren, he's trying to keep his hopes alive by taking the game, going to Game 5. I mean, he's doing just that right now. Vekg is not an answer for Ren's offense. And if Ren continues this, Vekg will need to turn something around. We'll need to make some adjustments because Ren's flicks, Ren's shooting has all of a sudden peaked. Two minutes to go. Vekg, still a lot of time to eventually come back in this game, but you gotta be thinking a lot of his thoughts are also on that potential for Game 5. How is he going to feel going into that? He could have taken the series here in theory. He doesn't want to think about it though too much. He's still got this game in front of him, and with shooting like that, Ren cannot feel too comfortable. As Vekg. Will he stay up in the play? Ren. Staying on this one. And he's got a flick as well. Vekg is not challenged very well so far on defense. He'll get that win there, but not much of recovery. It's Ren who is still on offense. And Vekg who is still starved of opportunities to score. He'll just clear it long. Still, it's Ren's ball, but I mean, Vekg is trying to swim him. Take these opportunities, but they aren't coming. They aren't falling for him. It's Ren who has everything under control, and he'll have goal 7 and Game 5 potentially ahead of him, so long as he can keep this. Seven goals to 4. Ren has not missed his shots this game. He's had inconsistencies, but this game has been one of his better ones. Fortunately for him, it comes at the time that he needs it most, when Vekg is on match point. Ren has a net in front of him, has an opening as well. Vekg challenged very late. And again, he'll be beat. He's just been waiting a little too much on that back post. Again, there's a big difference between what you see from the really good players and the good players. These players, well, at least for most people, would be marked on the good scale. Their defense just isn't as strong. They aren't staying nearly as close. They aren't putting that pressure. They're sitting back a lot further, giving up these opportunities. And, well, when you give up opportunities, when you're not really comfortable on defense, goals are going to fall in at a blistering pace. Ren wants another one. Flicked on! Oh, he's got it! A second touch from Ren! 29 seconds to go, but Ren with a heavy musty flick. And he's saying it. He wants Game 5. He wants his opportunity. Well, can he take it? Now that's the question. Game 4 is done. It's over. Ren will send this series to Champions Field. But can he come in clutch? When the pressure is at its highest, who's going to be the one to step up? Because both these players have had their opportunities. But only one of them will see it through. Ren of NIRV Esports will take the series to Champions Field. And for Vekg, well, his only 5 shots. Good shooting, but low amount of shot quality. Only 5 on target, it's just not enough. He wants to see himself in control of the series. We go to Champions Field, to Game 5. To where everything comes down to its final moments. Vekg, Ren. One more game to determine who will be remembered, who will be represented at the major, and who will be forgotten in the last chance qualifier. The lower bracket, the final round. This is it. This is for the major. That $1,000 prize pool for that representation on the weekend. Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern, potentially Sunday at 2. Vekg, Ren, only one of them will be there, and Vekg will get things started. 12 seconds, already 1 goal up. But what we've seen from Ren already, you can often start a bit slow and pick things up as the game goes on. I mean, you can't count him out. Every single game so far, he has been in there with Vekg every step of the way. With an air dribble bump, he will stay like that. "20 seconds in, 1 goal each. And this is where really both these players can shine bright. Ren's got the ball again off kickoff. Vekg, not been confident with his challenges. That one will work. And maybe he can turn it around. He's taking the lead back. His defense has been his biggest issue so far tonight. That challenge very direct, but Ren unable to cope with it. And it's Vekg who will take the lead. Again, his defense has not been pretty. There's been a lot of very obvious challenges from Vekg. But he's been able to at least stave off a couple. Now he'll go for another one. A flick, missing the net. And off to the back corner. And Vekg trying to find his shot, find his multi-goal lead, find his rhythm. So tough to do so when there's so much pressure. And that event is only 1 win away, but for you yourself are at the very end of the night. Ren, not gonna let Vekg have it so soon as well. He's gonna tie things again. It's been back and forth. Will Ren ever take that lead? It's not been easy. It's, frankly, not been very pretty either from both these players. But Ren fighting for that spot. Vekg right there with him. Now he'll go again, Vekg. Maybe a flip reset. Instead, forced to lay on the ground and here instead. Ren. Flick incoming. No bump instead. Vekg caught him there. It was a bit too slow from Ren. Without a lot of boost, he really didn't have much that he could do there. And Vekg for the return. No flick there. And the pressure riding high for both these players. I'm sure the nerves starting to get to them. Vekg got beat there. The nerves definitely got to him. He stopped on the goal line and killed all of that momentum. A regretful decision for Vekg. And in hindsight, he'll realize he should not have done that. He can't turn back time. He's got to play for the present and hope for the future. Ren, oh, what a great catch. Oh, he's got the net as well. But it's Vekg who's on it. Vekg with momentum. Vekg tied game. And it is with a little under 3 minutes to go. Still all even. When I mean it's going to the wire, it really is going down to the wire. It's at every last shot. I think we've only seen a Game 5 once before in the BGI Solo Series, and that was Qualifier, I believe Qualifier number 3. It was Nightja and Kevin. Went to Game 5. It was a 0-second goal from Nightja to go to OT as well. I don't know if we're going to get anything near that, but it definitely feels like this game has everything to do with everything to get to that point. It's been close. It's been tense. And it's Vekg who is trying to forget all about Game 4. So far, he's done a very good job not getting too distracted because he knows what's ahead of him. He has the goal in mind, but he has been beat there, and he will not get back. Ren up again. But how long will the lead last? So far tonight, these one-goal leads have not stayed around for too long. Two minutes now. I'm winding down. As the opportunities for Ren are appearing, are going in. 4 for 7 for him. For Vekg. Well, he's got another chance here to tie things again. Now he's faking it. Getting the 50. Ren beats, but he's got the win as well. And it will be space to work with. Vekg, will he be back in time? Yes, he will, off the back wall. And now he's got another touch. Vekg, 25 boost to work with. He'll have that side boost as well. Ren, though, he's bumped him off. Can Vekg get back? The answer is a firm no. And Ren looking to pull away. And take his spot in the top 16. The lower bracket has been intense. And Ren close it out. He's been better nearing the end of these games than he is at the start. At least usually he was. He was last game as well. But Vekg, he's still got time here. He's got the will to keep on moving. He's got to be able to find the chances as well. He's not had too many shots. And even less that have worked. This one will, though. He found the bump on Ren, whether it was by accident or not. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that he gets it, the net's open, and he takes it. And the nerve's still there for both these players. A minute remains. And Vekg find an equalizer. He's got the solo play. Now the fake. Ren read that completely. Vekg still gonna challenge. Has the fake. Backing up. Looking for net. Ren returns. And Vekg, only 12 boost, cannot get a shot. Ren staves off that attack. And will go for one of his own. Time ticking away. Vekg needs to go for it. Ren, oh, he's panicked there, that flip. Won't help him. Neither will that. And it's time for Vekg. It's time to tie things up. 16 seconds left. And that one spot in the main event still up for grabs. "16 seconds to go in regulation. Enough time for one of these players to close things out. Ren, 10 seconds, has the chance. Vekg waiting. Ren, it's only him, but that shot goes wide. It goes up high. Vekg, now his own opportunity. Ren will want this challenge though. Bounce off the corner. Keeping things alive. Flip reset. Ren, ending it. Oh, it's saved away. It bounced off the bar. And Vekg will want his own opportunity. Ren, though, hits it to the ground. We've got overtime. One goal will determine who's in the top 16 and whose run ends here tonight. Ren, coming back from a 2-1 series deficit, now looking to end it! Double tap and in! Ren is off to the top 16. Vekg is eliminated. And the night ends right there. Ren takes the series. And for all of you who are still listening and still watching, I appreciate every one of you. It's been, what a night it has been. Incredible action, incredible match, and an incredible ending to our night. Ren now rounding out the top 16. We're gonna take a look at our bracket one last time. Here we go. Upper bracket, all our top seeds made it through. Life, Exorari, suwufy, all 4 players that played tonight that actually had points from previous qualifiers. In the lower bracket, Psiffle, Milio, and Justuszzz all defended. It's Ren with a full lower bracket run to be in the top 16 to round out the lineup. What an end to our night. What a showing so far. And well, I don't think we could have asked for much better to see our top 16 players. Reminder, our main event has a lot of names in it. Wavy, Cam, Kofer, S5 Cosmic, Elite, Kevin, Forky, and Nature will all be there. Reminders this weekend, Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern, is the start of the Swiss bracket. 16 players will be reduced to 8. And on day 2, starting at Sunday, starting at 2 p.m. Eastern, that is the start of the final 8 single elimination bracket. You'll want to be there. It's going to be a great night of action. From me here on this stream, that's it. Thank you all so much for being so supportive, even in this very new setting for me. I think for all of you, it's a interesting new setting as well, because I think you've all been so interested, so used to my to my bedroom. And this is going to be a weird one. So many people, but really do appreciate all of you showing up for quite a night of action. We're gonna get a raid out here and go show support to another person here. Thank you all so much for supporting the stream. We're gonna go out here. Thank you all so much. Have a great night. Reminder, show up for Saturday and Sunday to see that action, but it's for your stream. Thank you all so much. Have a great rest of your evening.